The Struggling Artist Record Club is a vinyl record subscription service where I hunt and curate the best punk and punk-adjacent music out there and mail their record to your door each and every month. Imagine finding your new favorite band from across the country without ever having to leave the house. It doesn't get much better than that. The excitement of discovering new music just got that much easier. As a member of the Struggling Artist Record Club, you are going to receive some of the best music you've ever heard from bands you may never even heard of. Whether you've been collecting records for years or just starting out, the Struggling Artist Record Club is designed specifically for you. And right now, all new members get a Struggling Artist Record Club exclusive along with the monthly selection. So head to StrugglingArtistRecordClub.com, pick a membership, and start building that collection today.
You're listening to the Struggling Artist Podcast.
People need to be entertained. They need the distraction.
With your host, Trev Allen.
I wish to God that somebody would do something to block out the voices in my head for 5 minutes.
Hello, everybody. Today, our guest is Val of RainyDayRenegade.com. Or just Rainy Day Renegade. Val is a artist out of Montreal with heavy ties to the music community. She makes awesome prints and stickers where you can find at her website. This was a great conversation. I met Val at Pooza Fest this past year, and I really wanted to get her on the podcast and talk to her about this stuff. So this is the result of that. This is episode 384 of the Struggling Artist Podcast, Struggling with Rainy Day Renegade. Website, and I don't know, I was like, oh, mental health stickers, like I've never heard of that before, you know what I mean? like a whole section. So I went in, and I don't know if it's a new one, but the all aboard Tylenol train, oh my god.
I'll bring an extra one down to Fest, and I'll have Jeff bring it back to you because I can't send it to you right now. So.
I was hollering when I saw that.
I also made a patch for the Montreal Punk Rock Flea Market that says "Choo Choo, Comrade" instead of "All Aboard."
That's awesome. Val, welcome to the podcast. Finally,
thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm excited. In honor of today. In honor of having you on the podcast, for dinner, I cooked myself some eggs.
Nice.
They weren't as good as yours, but they were delicious nonetheless.
Did you have a bagel with it?
I did. I had an onion bagel. Onion bagel. So I'm pretty I'm pretty simple about that. Like I get if I'm buying bagels, I'm just going to get the onion bagel.
Yeah.
If I go to a place that's like, hey, we sell bagels here, but the grocery store is just onion bagel. It's just simple.
Yeah. For me, it's an everything bagel.
I like the concept of the everything bagel. I have two big gripes with it. One, eating it in my car, it gets everywhere.
Yeah, it's so messy.
Yeah, and then I always end up getting something stuck in between, like a seed,
it's the poppy seeds. 100%.
Or a garlic knot, or not a garlic, like the little garlic.
I think you're doing bagels wrong.
I might be. I might be. I just threw away a whole bag of bagels that were multicolored now, so they weren't supposed to be.
The freezer.
Yeah, they sat. I forgot they were in the cupboard. And,
okay.
So I think that's here's something. We're gonna get into a lot of things, but
it's okay.
I was talking about this
all day.
Yeah, I was talking about this with a coworker today. Like, I have ADHD, and if I put things in cupboards or in say the crisper, It's gone.
The crisper's got to be condiments or alcohol.
I saw someone who put all the condiments in the crisper, and that makes sense because we all want condiments at all times, right? So
I haven't used my crisper drawer for vegetables in years because also ADHD.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things where and like I have like a little, I don't know, I guess it's like what's a pantry? To me, a pantry is like a room, right? Isn't it like a room?
I feel like it's any like long, tall cupboard.
Okay, that's what this is. This is like one of those pantries. And like I have it fullest. You know how many times I buy things and I'm like, shit, I have like 4 of these.
I have like 4 bottles of hoisin sauce in my pantry right now.
That's awesome. I'll eat the shit out of that. Like,
yeah, me too.
yeah.
I'm always like, I need some, and then I check. I'm like, oh right, I've already done this.
I want to say it was like 3 years ago. I finished a black pepper container, and I was so like that was like a huge adult accompliment for me. Like, that's like a milestone.
Like finishing chapstick.
Yes, much like I've never done that either. So the black pepper, baby steps. Yeah. You know.
I put black pepper on everything, so that's one that I finished.
Oh yeah, I try to use it, but it's in the, it's in Narnia. It's in that cupboard I don't ever open, so I forget.
Mine's just next to my stove.
Yeah, I end up putting one of them next to the stove right now. So I have like 6. So it's just like I'm ridiculous. I'm absolutely ridiculous. So, but yeah, the crisper and the condiments in the crisper, I think I need to switch to that.
You just got to make sure that they're closed real tight before you do it.
Oh yeah,
they lay on their side, and I've had them open.
Yeah. But it beats having like 6-week-old zucchini in there.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Zucchini and cucumbers are like the grossest. No, can't even.
You like yeah, it just falls apart. It's just gross. It's just gross. So
like a slimy cucumber.
Yeah, it's the worst. The absolute worst. Absolute worst. That's gross. Slimy cucumbers. So a little bit of I don't know. I guess a little bit of how we met for people listening is I went to Pooza this past year with Jeff, and he talked about you more than he talked about anybody from up there. So I couldn't wait to meet you. And I think you were like sick the first or second day I was there.
Yeah, on the Saturday because I had done like a couple days on the road with our buddy Ian, Black Guy Fox, and it was just like crust punk shows, and they were sold out, and it was great. But I was like, I'm gonna get sick, and I absolutely did.
Yeah, but you were good though. I remember I saw you the night I saw you because you had your vendor booth, right? I saw you there, but then I remember seeing you at Oh the Humanity.
Yeah, I rallied for that.
Yeah,
and then I went to bed immediately.
Oh, did you? Yeah. I just started running into you. I'm like, I'm so sorry you're not feeling well.
It was good though. I'm happy I made it.
That was the first that was probably like the first like fest like that I've ever been to, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's
so much fun. It's the best kind of fest. It's kind of the only one that I can really do anymore. Like I can't do a big outdoor festival anymore.
Like the 1 day or 3 day outside, and like I'm just not my thing. Like it's too many people. At least here it's like you can go to different venues, right? And they have different things going on. I went to a festival in 2001 and there were just too many people, and I was like, this is not. Yeah,
like I don't know how I used to go to Warped Tour. Definitely, I don't know who I was back then, but not the same person I am today.
Now, I know you live in Montreal. Yeah. Where are you from originally, though?
Vancouver Island.
I'm terrible at.
So go as far as you can west in Canada.
Okay.
And then get on a boat for 2 hours.
Oh Jesus! Okay. And that's where.
That's where I'm from.
Oh wow! What brought you to Montreal?
My parents grew up here, and I came to visit some family, and I had never really been to a city. I had been to Vancouver once, and it wasn't really for me, and then I came here, and I was like, oh, this place is cool. I can fuck with this place. So nice. I just kind of stayed.
Yeah. Now, did you know about Fest before coming here, or?
No.
Did that happen while you were living here?
That happened while I was here.
Oh,
Fest
wow.
didn't actually exist before. I don't think. I don't remember what the first year of Fest was, but I moved here in like 2004, so it's been a
Yeah,
while.
I meant Pooza Fest. Did I say Pooza Fest? I meant Pooza
You said
Fest.
Fest,
Oh,
but
I'm sorry. Yeah, I meant
Pooza
Pooza. I meant,
definitely didn't exist. Pooza, I think the first one was in 2012. I might be wrong.
yeah, it was something I talked to when I had Guillaume on. He told me, yeah, he gave me because I think he had just moved to Montreal when
Yeah,
the
because
first one
he's from like
happened. He was like, "Whoa, is this what happens here?" You know.
yeah.
So, yeah. So how long have you been involved with it? Like you have your vending booth there, right? Like how long have you been doing that?
That was the first year that they've actually done it. Like had a
Oh,
proper vendor spot.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they had a couple of vendors that would. It wasn't really a big thing last year, but like Sad People Club is the only one that I can think of off the top of my head. My friend Liz is great. Yeah, she did it last year, and then when they were talking about, they did like a collab with the Montreal Punk Rock Flea Market, and that's why it was so much bigger. Like we had the indoor spot and then the outdoor spot this year. So
Okay, that's cool.
it was like, as much as I love Pooza, I get really overwhelmed easily, and I can't just be out and on all the time. So I'm like, feel like safer behind a table.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked in bars for years, and I feel more comfortable working at one than I would be like drinking.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
need a task, right?
I need something. I feel like I'm in control more too when I'm working,
Yeah.
as opposed to like just being drunk and running around and like
Yeah, exactly. Like whenever my friends roll through town, I'm like, do you want me to do merch? I can just do your merch, and then not I can watch the show and do your merch, and then we'll be good.
Now, and you've toured with bands for doing merch for them,
Yeah,
right?
I have.
Yeah. Now, how did you meet all these guys? Because pretty much everyone I know, and I know them because I live here and I do a podcast. So, how did you meet all these people? Like, we'll say like Jukebox Romantics, right? Like, I think you did. You said you went on tour with them before, right?
Yeah, I toured with them a bunch of times. I'm actually doing their merch at Fest this year.
Oh, nice.
I met them at Pooza Fest.
Okay.
I was doing media with somebody, and she went to the bathroom. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to wait out here. And I was wearing a vest that had like a Burning Streets patch on the back because I know them through MySpace.
Nice.
And Terry came up to me and he was like, hey, you have a band that I really like on the back of your patch, and they're not very well known, so you probably know them too, and we should be friends. I'm like, yeah, you're right. So it just kind of stemmed from there.
That guy, he just oozes charisma.
Right?
Like, it's sickening. Like, I love him to death, but I'm like, I wish I could do or say the things you say and do the thing and not look like a weirdo when I do it. You know what I mean?
Did you see the Skankin' Dragon? The little
No.
ska dragon that he posted the other day on Instagram?
No, I did not.
When we're done here, you need to go check it out. He's wearing a dragon suit and just skanking to their new song.
Yeah. Oh man, there's just a certain level of like self-comfort I feel like that
Yeah,
comes
and
from
it's like, yeah, it's definitely just like something that Mike Terry would do.
Yeah. I mean, I love him. Like I said, I love him to death. When
Oh, yeah, he's the best.
he came on, I want to say like when he asked me to come on, and I'm like, yeah, because like I knew his music and stuff, and like, and then we talked about like some of his other side projects, and like I'm just, and he's just a nice guy, and like we
Yeah.
run into each other now here and there, and like. And it's always just like I just feel there's a lot of people that I've met over the last few years that like after like interacting with them, even just through the podcast or like in person, like I just feel like better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's definitely one of those people. So, all right, Rainy Day Renegade.
Yeah.
Tell me how this all started.
So in like 2018, I think 2018 is when I started. So it's been a minute. I was just drawing in my apartment and being like, maybe I can sell these paintings that I'm making or whatever. And it was actually my roommate at the time that kind of pushed me to do it. She's like, just open an Etsy. It's super easy. I'm like, okay, well, you help me do that stuff because I'm not good at the adult part of running a business. I just want to make art. And I started doing prints of the paintings that I was doing. I did a couple of little markets here and there, and then started like trying many different mediums. I was like, okay, what can I make? And I just became obsessed with creating things, and it just hasn't stopped.
It hasn't stopped. Yeah. So I got this. I don't know. You probably can't see it, but I have like a 3D printer behind me that I bought. It's ridiculous. I bought that because I was developing a tabletop RPG. And
Awesome.
and because I am super extra, I was like planning this is back in like April, maybe a little earlier. I was like planning an in-person play test for it. And I'm like, I need terrain. Like I need stuff. and the only stuff I was really finding that was going to fit what I needed it for was like model train stuff. And I don't know if you know anything about the model train industry, but that shit is expensive.
It's very expensive.
I priced out, it was like $800 for like the 4 things I wanted.
Yeah.
And then I ended up pricing up a 3D printer, and it was cheaper to buy a 3D printer, buy all the accessories, and print the shit myself, and then learn how to paint, which is what I kind of did. So,
and then you learned a thing too. That's such an ADHD thing too. Like, I'm not doing that. I can figure out how to do that.
Yeah. And now I'm at the point, like, and I don't know about you, but I'm like, and I don't know if it's an ADHD thing, but like I'm super, like, I need a goal for things.
Yeah.
And so like the first goal was to like, all right, figure out how to set up this printer, calibrate it, you know, the files, like do the files things, find the models that you want, and then print them. And then it was, how do you modify this print to make it more yours? And then it was, how do I paint them to make them look the way I needed them to look? And then now it's I'm at the, all right, now I have a CAD design program and I'm trying to learn how to like design them. Right. And I'm like, all because of a tabletop RPG.
That's how it starts. You're like, this is the cool thing that I want to make. And then now you just know how to do stuff.
It's just, yeah. So I've never been one, like I write. I love to write. Writing is like my thing. And like I can fix things and I can like wire things, but like building things I can kind of do, but like I'm not really good at, and like I can't draw. I've never been able to design anything, but now I'm learning how to do that.
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy to see like how far, you know, my little brain has gotten me
Yeah,
just out of pure like I'm going to do this because I was told I couldn't, or you know what I mean? Like it's all
100%. Somebody tells me I can't do something, I'm just like, well, watch me.
Yeah. So do you, is like your website and everything, like, is that your full-time gig? Is that, yeah?
Yeah.
So with, I don't know, like, so with the tariff shit situation going on, is it fucking things up?
A bit. Yes and no. So because I make everything in-house, my stuff, apart from like, I had to stop shipping mugs and tote bags and stuff, like, because the mugs are made in China and then I print them here. But all my stickers and everything, I make them in-house. So we have an agreement with see how much longer it lasts. But the Kuzma or Kusma or whatever, it used to be the NAFTA agreement. So it's like a trade agreement between Canada and the US and Mexico. And basically, if your stuff is 100% made in Canada, you can ship between without any issues with tariffs.
Oh, that's cool.
But it is like a huge hiccup and like such a pain in the ass to deal with, so.
Yeah, I bet. Now, when you started doing this, did you ever think, did like young Val ever think that adult Val was going to be able to sell art and like live, and you know what I mean? Like, or, cause I mean, I feel like when we're younger, we think we're going to be able to do that. And then as we become young adults, we realize maybe that's not like, you know.
I think that even adult Val doesn't believe that she can do this for a living.
Yeah.
If I'm honest.
Yeah. So I owned a business for quite some time. I've owned a couple like little ones, but like, my thing was, and tell me if this is how it is for you. Like, it was one of those things where I was doing well with it, and to the point where I'm like, I could work when I want to work, and I could still have the time to do what I want. But then I find myself like, I need to take the work when I can because it might not be there later on. And I end up like, 17-hour days. Like, it just, do you do that? You just.
Absolutely, I do.
Yeah. Now, with it being with art, does it take a toll on you? Or I'm sure it does.
Sometimes I get pretty burnt out, and then I just like get mad writer's block that I can't not writer's block, but like art block. I can't draw anything. And like, hey, come on, brain, you know how to do the thing. Just do the thing.
Have you always like drew? Have you always drawn? Drew? How do you say that?
Drawn?
I'm the writer. I should know this. I don't. I'm a good storyteller, not a writer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just don't listen to the words that are coming out of your mouth. It's fine.
Yeah. Don't read what I write on the paper. Just listen to the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So like, has that always been a thing for you or no?
Not really. It was just like I painted a little when I was younger, but I was more like musically inclined as a kid. Like I can play several different instruments, but I haven't touched them in a long time.
How come?
I don't know.
Did you get burned out, or you just kind of shifted lanes with this stuff?
I think, there's just like, I'm too busy with the shop that I just don't have the time. And like, I had my last band that I was with, we had like, not a shitty ending, but it was not great. Like, everybody kind of moved away, and I was like, oh, well, this bums me out, so. Yeah,
was that in Montreal? Wait, were you in Montreal for that, or yeah?
Yeah, it was in 2015, 2016.
Okay, yeah. So a couple years before you started like selling your stuff online.
Yeah, it was like, okay, I need to do something artistically now, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Now, does it do like between music and we'll set it up like this, like from like making music, creating music, to listening to other music, does that do separate things for you, like internally?
Definitely.
Yeah. And what about for like doing what you do now in creating music? Is that separate? Is that like two different things too?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's still a creative outlet, but it's not the same. I can't be as aggressive with my art. I find like with my silly cartoon pictures as I can with
I don't know. I'm looking at like your Good Vibes Only print, and like, and I think some of you I don't know, and they're clever. Like, that's the other side of your the stuff on your shop. Like, is like everything's very clever, and I can appreciate that for sure. Like I said, like we'll go back to the Tylenol train, like. And then you got like your little like little Canadian puns you got in there,
that fuck a boot and find out goose is what made me be able to do this full time.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was like my first viral sticker a few years ago. I had actually just moved back to Montreal from Nova Scotia, and I was living with one of my friends, and I remember it was like her birthday party, and my iPad, just like the Shopify cha-ching sound, was not stopping.
Holy
and she's like,
shit.
Can you do something about that? I'm like, I don't know how to turn it off. I'm really sorry.
That's amazing. I
got like 400 orders in like a day.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And like, so was the pressure on to come up with something more clever?
Yeah, definitely. I was like, hey, well, what if this is it? What if that's like, after this, I'm never going to sell art again? But that's not happening.
Yeah, you're still gonna sell. Yeah. You're gonna still sell your art. It's really good. It's really good. So like, I have this thing here that you gave me, and I was so like, I couldn't believe when you gave me this. I was like, oh my gosh, like I was like, just I don't know, flabbergasted. Is that the right word? Like I was just kind of like, I felt. So I had a really good time at Poozza Fest, right? I had a blast, and it was like the first thing like that I've ever went to, and like. When you gave me that, like, I felt like I was part of something. I felt like I was like,
you are part of something. Once you're part of it.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah. I really did. Like, I was like very like happy. I think I was talking to Jeff about it. I'm like, I can't believe I got this. My problem is like, to me, the whole thing is just this piece of art. So like, I mean, they're stickers, right?
No, it's a print.
Oh, it's just a print? All right, good. Because I never opened it because I was like, I don't want to put them anywhere if they're stickers because I want it to be the one
Oh yeah,
thing.
no, it's just a print.
Oh, okay. So
So
I'm
now
just,
now you know what to do with it.
now, yeah, well, no, I knew what I was going to, I mean, I hung on to it, obviously, and I have it. Yeah, I just, it is okay. I'm a dummy. I was like, I wonder if these are like stickers and I'm supposed to peel them off, but like, I love the idea for myself of stickers. I just don't know where to fucking put them.
Yeah.
Like, I have like a mug that one of my jobs, like they were like, oh, you can get this awesome beach towel that doesn't hold any water, or you could get this super expensive mug. And I took the mug and
I would have done the same thing.
and I just covered it with a sticker. I have so many band stickers on there now. So
Yeah.
like, I have one thing, but it gets to the point where like with the record club, I end up just sending out all these stickers that I have because I'm like, I just don't know what to do with them at this point, you know?
And people appreciate it, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, people love buttons, pins, stickers, patches.
Patches go like crazy at the punk rock flea market that I do. Like, sell a couple hundred patches in a day. Like,
Holy shit! Yeah. And you have a whole bunch. You have a good spread. It's not just like one or two things like on different things. It's a whole bunch of things on all sorts of things. You know. So do you cut all these like? Do you like print all these yourself, all the stickers and everything?
Yeah.
You do?
I
All right.
print them and laminate them, and then I have like a vinyl plotter that cuts them.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It's a really cool.
Excuse me. Was that something that you had to learn how to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was, I don't like technology.
No, I don't.
But it sure beats cutting them by hand.
Yeah, yeah. Or sending them to someone else. Like
exactly.
So like I have podcast stickers, I have record club stickers, and like the company I was using, first off, everyone was using Sticker Mule, and I was like, I'll never use them. Like I found like my cousin pointed me in the direction of this. Like, I don't know if they're a little shop, but like they have good prices. I'm like, I'm just gonna use them. And then the whole fallout was Sticker Club.
Yeah.
I mean Sticker Mule, and I was like, ha ha. Like,
yeah, I used them once for something, and then I used Sticker app for a little bit. And then, I was just like, I can just make this in my house.
So
and then I can also, I need to see that my products are as good as like up to my quality before I send them. Mm-hmm. So if I'm like, that's why I have a hard time getting on board with like, what is it? Like ready to print, like not drop shipping, but like
yeah.
demand.
Right. Yep. Yeah. That makes sense. Sense. Now, I don't. My sticker vocabulary isn't that great. Are these like those die cut ones?
Yeah.
Because they're super awesome, and like they're all shaped to like what the sticker is.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
it's not,
those are die cut ones.
I'm cheap. I just buy the little square guys and go.
That's okay.
And if anybody who's been a member of my record club will tell you, the size of my stickers have gone down tremendously. They were like big and then they're small. But I'm like, I kind of like the little ones better, because I can throw like a handful of them into the package. You know.
Yeah.
I actually had a record club member who gave a review and was talking about my stickers and how like there's so many.
I have, so I don't like wasting paper. So I started making like little mini stickers that go in between the stickers so that I have like, they're like real small. Like, where's the camera? They're like that big.
That's awesome.
And then I just throw like, I have like this little Tupperware thing and I just throw a bunch of them in every order. And
that's awesome. And that's smart. Like you're using every bit of material.
Exactly. And this
waste not.
People see like, oh, maybe they'll see a sticker that they didn't see on the website. And they'll be like, oh, I like that. I want it bigger. Or just like tiny things make me really happy. And that's the biggest feedback that I get for my orders too, is that like they love the tiny little stickers.
Yeah, they're adorable. I think that's why I like the little ones, because like I could fit. Like I'll put little stickers places, you know, because like it's like, oh yeah, this little thing will go right here. When you get the big one, sometimes you're like, now you're just taking up too much real estate, buddy. You know, like
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm on board with that. Now with your mugs, how do you get the design on the mug?
It's
I know I'm super high tech with my lingo over here, but
it's okay. It's okay. You're speaking my language. So I have a mug press.
what's a mug press?
It's like it's over there. I'm not going to show you.
Okay.
It's like a little thing that you put a mug in, and it's like heat on the inside.
Oh, it's like an iron for mugs?
Yeah, it's basically like an iron for
I
a
guess
mug.
it's a press, right? That's what an iron is. An iron is a press.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it just like stamps it on?
Yeah, so it takes like a special type of printer and a special type of ink, and it's called sublimation, and I don't really know the science behind it, but I know that it transfers it with heat, and you just have to make sure that you reverse the image when you print it, because it's going to print backwards, or you end up with a bunch of backwards mugs on the top of my on the top of my cabinet.
Oh, yeah, I would do that. I bet you 1 out of 3 mugs
Yeah.
would be backwards. Would be backwards for me. That's cool. I'm gonna have to. Well, you can't ship mugs to me right now, I bet. So
And
yeah, I'm gonna have to come to Pooza and buy
You're
some
gonna have
mugs. You had one design. I wish I could remember what the little slogan was. It was absolutely hilarious. Something about like, what is it? Don't yell at me, I'll come, or something like that.
oh, don't bully me, I'll come.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually looking for a mug with that on there. I don't know if you had one, but I couldn't.
So you can get any of my designs on a mug.
Okay, cool.
There's
cool.
like a create your own, like choose your own mug, and then you just like put it in like the order notes, what design you want, and then I pick the color, like what matches the best with it, or it defaults to black if I don't have one that I think goes with it.
Now, how do you come up with your slogans? Like, are you like, I don't know, doing something else, and then all of a sudden something pops in your head, and you got to put it in like a notes app?
Usually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's funny. Have you ever had one that you thought was going to be a big hit and that just wasn't?
Yeah, a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Or are you just comparing it to like the what is it again?
The fuck a boot and find out. No,
Yeah, I was gonna say Fukaboot.
I've actually had quite a few that have. I had this like this brat girl summer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I sold like 6 of them.
Oh, people don't get it. That's all.
Yeah.
It's too clever. That one is really good. I know some people that would like that, you know.
And then this little like key. I'm going through like my last chance design. So when one doesn't do really well, or when it's just kind of run its course, I put them into a separate box and then do the inventory on them, because I don't inventory the ones that I still sell because I make them to order.
Yeah, yeah.
But then once these are gone, they're gone. But I got like this little kiwi bird that's like rat software, bird hardware.
Yeah.
I think that one's really cute, but I'm also like obsessed with kiwis. They're so cute.
So I mean, it looks like you just design things off of things that you like, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we've got everything from, you know, like, you have Pooza stickers. You do Pooza stickers, wrestling, right? I'm like, I think I found out you liked wrestling during breakfast that day. I believe
Yes. Was it the Shawn Michaels in my bathroom?
Oh, that's yes, that's exactly what it was. Oh my god, I had a blast coming over your house for breakfast. Like it was, oh man, and I met Ian that day, and like he's great, you know, and like,
awesome.
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, that's what it was. It was your bathroom.
the giant like Shawn Michaels Playgirl centerfold that hangs above my toilet.
So when you design, do you design these in like a program, and then you like how do you draw them? Like, are you hand drawing these at first and then putting them into
I use Procreate for everything. It's like it's an app on iPad.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
It's great.
Yeah.
The only thing that I don't like about it is that like it's a raster program, not a vector program, which means that like if you have to work in the size that you want, essentially. Because if you stretch it, it'll start to get pixelated.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is fine, because I just use like a 4-inch canvas, because my stickers are between 3 and 4 inches.
And then you have well, you said you have something that will cut them out, right? That cuts them out.
Yeah.
You got to use like what's that printer called? Like a Cricut or something? Is that what it's called?
So that's what I started with.
And then you would hand cut them from there, right?
No,
Oh no,
I
they cut
had
them.
So I had to hand cut them when my Cricut decided that I could go fuck myself.
Oh, okay.
Which was right around the time that my first sticker went viral. So that was
shit! Yeah.
lovely.
Yeah.
And then I switched to a Silhouette, which is a different type of vinyl plotter, and it wasn't compatible with the programs that I was using, and that's my bad. I didn't read up on it beforehand. And then I got another Cricut, and then another one just so I could have two. And then they would just always like fall out of calibration. I was calibrating them like multiple times a day. I was this is not viable.
Yeah.
And then one of my friends, who is also like DIY artist in the States, she told me about, I think it's Caesar is the brand. It's like a sewing machine brand, I think. And they also make vinyl plotters. But this one, the one that I have, and I love it, it has a built-in camera, which the Cricut and Silhouette, and they don't. So I've calibrated this thing twice since I've had it, and I've had it for a year. And it's been amazing, and it cuts like the margins are so much smaller too. Like I can cut way closer to the sticker.
That's cool. That's cool.
The best investment I've made.
I've had a lot of trial and error with the 3D printing. Only because like I'll get like a model from a website and then I'll try to print it. I'm like, why isn't this working for me? And then like I look up, how do I do this and how do I do that? And then like and then I'm like, is it maybe I bumped into it and it's not calibrated and it's perfectly calibrated. It's just not, it's like we're trying to make things tall and bend and they don't want to bend because they're cooling while they're still hot up top. And
okay.
Yeah. So I had to like build like, I don't know, this like, I started with like a brim and then I went from a raft and then now this thing, I don't even know what it's called, but it's just like, it's like spikes that come up with it. And it just, so like
that sounds amazing.
A buddy of mine, he's a big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, and he wanted a Casey Jones mask, and he sent me a model print of it from like a model of it from a website, and I was like, dude, this is in inches, and like everything I have is in like it's in metric. So I had to convert it. I had to learn how to convert it, and then when I started, I printed two of them, like two halves of it, and it kept breaking. So I kept like losing the print. So then that's when I learned how to build this giant thing. It took like 8 hours. It sucked, but it's done now. And and now he doesn't have it yet, but he's gonna have it and he's gonna be able to paint it. Now he got into the Cricut thing. He's doing like he wants to build like stencils and stuff. So I'm like, cool. I'll print stuff. You build a stencil so we can like, cause I'm like, I paint everything, but it's like, it takes me like, if I want to, I'm taping things off and like, using a stencil would be way easier.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So sorry. So you made all these, cause like you have like I feel like you have like a pretty distinct style.
Thanks.
Everything of yours. I'm like, yeah, that's Val's,
It's the big creepy eyes.
Yeah. I don't know if they're creepy, but they're definitely big eyes for sure. Now, has anybody tried to like steal your designs and shit like that?
Sure have.
Oh, really?
Yep. When I used to make enamel pins, I will shit on everything you love, my pigeon enamel pin. You can find that on Temu, on Shein, everywhere. I take one down, 3 more come up.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they say it's, what do they say? Copy is the, I don't know, highest form of flat. But yeah, that's taking money out of your pocket though. But like.
Especially because it shows you on the site how many they've sold.
Oh.
It's like 6,000 sold. Like, awesome. Love that.
So why don't like, can they just like Temu or whatever? Can't they just license them through you?
Yeah, but then they'd have to pay more money.
Oh, so they just...
Because they sell them for like $2.
So they just wait for the cease and desist?
Because the copyright laws are different, you can't really do anything about it.
Oh my God.
I was actually I was at Camp Punksylvania a couple years ago, and my friend Courtney, she's the keyboardist in Tsunami Bomb. They were playing, and that's her favorite pin ever. And she always tells me, and she has it on her jacket. And she was like walking around the vendor area, and she sent me a picture, and somebody was selling my pins in person. So I had to go have a fun little conversation with that person.
Oh boy, geez.
And I'm not a confrontational person at all. It took me till
no, but like that's you know that's your art.
no, I know.
Yeah.
I was very brave about it. It just took me like till the last day to do it.
Did they not realize that? Like,
oh yeah, when me and my best friend, we went into the booth and we were just like looking, and she's like, "Isn't that another like one of your friends?" I'm like, "Yep." They were all ripped off. And I was like, "Hey, I just wanted to let you know that you're selling bootlegs of my designs." And she was like, "Oh, I had no idea." I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna take these."
Yeah.
And
That's good. I'm glad you did that.
yeah.
I'm glad you did that. Yeah. That's
But yeah,
crazy.
that sucks. I haven't actually looked for my other designs because I just don't want to ruin my day.
Yeah. I'll do it for you. I'll go door to door for you. You see me? I'm a big scary guy. I'll go knocking on doors. I've done it before for people. So
You're just gonna like
hey,
fly to China.
It'd be like enormous walking through there. Like, just, oh man. So you have a sticker club?
Because they'd be so scared of you.
What's that?
You would get them all shut down.
Yeah.
Like this giant coming to fuck with me.
What's this giant American that's just like screaming about stickers? So, all right. So we both share this in common. We both have a monthly subscription club. Tell me how that works. Tell me how the monthly sticker club works on Patreon.
So, you sign up, and then the beginning of the month, every month I actually started doing voting. So I'll do like I'll pick 3 different things, and then people will vote on it, and then that'll be the category, except for October, because it's like I'm gonna do spooky stuff for October.
Right.
And then you either get 1 sticker in the mail, or you get 3, and you get a little mini print as well. And yeah, I ship them out just after the 1st of every month, except for this month because Canada Post is on strike. But thankfully, yeah, it's been
So like, there's no mail?
no,
Holy shit!
yeah,
I wonder if we're gonna have something like that here.
maybe.
We might. Like, I know they want to like they were like trying to like privatize it for a minute there.
Yeah.
You know, and like, wow.
Yeah, like the 25th of September, the Canadian Union of Postal Workers walked out, rightfully so. And yeah, I was like, well, this is gonna hurt a bit.
Yeah.
Thankfully, everybody in my Patreon has been just like, we'll get them when you get them, because that's essentially my rent every month. So it's kind of like, well, if people are not going to stick around, that'll be a big bummer. And then I'm still getting orders coming through, and people understand that, like, send me stuff when you can, which is amazing. I have the best customers in the world.
That's cool. Like, I remember when 2020, when we were locked down, and like, I don't know, there was like one of the main pressing plants for vinyl records like burnt down or something. It was crazy. It was like, so like, I guess a lot of records are made in like the Czech Republic. And like there's
very
like,
specific.
yeah, there's like 3 big plants, and I guess one of them like burnt down or something. It was weird. A lot of weird shit was going. Like, I remember, there's something like with the company that makes key fobs, like their company like caught on fire or something too. And there was a car shortage. It was just a weird time. But like, so like, and then I think a lot of people started like collecting records again during 2020.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I don't know, but I think a lot of the big bands are the ones who are like, oh, let's capitalize on this. So they were making sending out like remasters of things, and like, so all the indie guys who make their own, you know, who can only afford 250 records at a crack had to sit on a waiting list, and like, but I remember a lot of people were understanding about it. They like, once they saw what was going on, like, you know, some people weren't, but like, for the most part, from what I saw, people were like, kind of like, oh yeah, we get it. Like, when it gets there,
usually people are pretty cool about stuff.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to like art and like records, they're just like, no, we get it. They're not shitty people, you know?
Yeah. I remember, so like, before I had the record club, when my friend had it first, and like when we started like collaborating with the podcast and things, like I would put out like, hey, you could use this discount code to buy records from his website, and he like, I remember we were talking because like we had a couple people that did that, but like, hey, I heard about this because of the podcast, or I heard about the podcast because of this, and like. And so we were like, oh, let's look at the numbers. And like, there wasn't a whole lot. I think it's because like, it's like it was a small independent thing. So people weren't using a discount code because of that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I know when I buy records from like bands and stuff like that for myself or whatever, like I know I'm never like if it's, you know, Alice in Chains or Rage Against the Machine, like I'll wait for those to go on sale, but like, I'm not going to do that to, you know, a band that's got 250 records. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like, don't give me a discount. I want to pay full price for that.
Yeah. So, you know, I can see how people are okay with that stuff. Now, do you do like commission work for people?
I do. I actually recently I did a couple of T-shirts for In the Meantime.
Oh yeah, I love
because they
those
were
guys.
coming up here on tour, and it is really expensive to bring shirts over the border right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Dan hit me up, and I designed and I actually pressed them in my house. So we were going to go like the screen printing route, but then you're like limited to what colors you can use. But then there's also a way that I make my t-shirts. It's like direct to film transfers, and they just use a special printer somewhere. That's something I can't print here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Press them. I have like an industrial press, that pink thing there.
So you get the design, you create the design, they cut it for you?
They print it in like, I get them done in Laval, so like just north of Montreal.
Oh, and then you press it on. That's how that works. I don't know. I've never made a t-shirt before, so so
Yeah,
all right. So it's the same kind of application that you would use for like the mugs, just a different device.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
And then I do that's actually another thing that's helping me get through all this, is that I've had a lot of people reach out to me about commissions lately. So I was cutting a bunch of vinyl that somebody's going to iron on some bags. That was one that I got, and but I do make a lot of like, not so much on the band merch, but I do a lot of like wrestling merch.
Oh, for like indie wrestlers and stuff? Oh, that's cool.
A lot of the indie wrestlers out in the Maritimes, I make most of their stickers and keychains and pins and stuff.
See, I don't remember any of that shit when I was into wrestling. Like, or like the indie, like we'd go to the indie stuff, like the indie circuit stuff, and like I don't remember there being like, it's huge. I've had bands on the podcast that did songs for like these wrestlers, like, and I'm like, what is that a thing now? Like you know what I mean? It's and it's like they're almost like, I feel like people just got so sick of like the big commercial shit that they just gravitate towards all these indie promotions.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually,
I still like the big commercial shit, even though it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah. I mean, I think I checked out after the Attitude Era, and I'm older too, so like that was like, you know, I was there for like the good guy era during the 80s, you know what I mean? And then into the 90s with the Attitude Era, and like as I was growing up and growing an attitude, so you know, but like I looked back, so like I watched the Vince McMahon docuseries, and I was like cringe. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I remember like just how acceptable like a lot of that stuff was, like,
right?
And like I'm like in I was in on it, right? I was like part of the fandom, and like and I look at it now and I'm like, Jesus Christ, like that's so like cringy, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like, ugh. Well,
yeah.
But like, you know, I to see like Stone Cold and The Rock wrestle would be, you know, was awesome, and like
absolutely.
Yeah. So
I went to Philly for WrestleMania last year, 2 years ago, when I don't know when it was there. I wasn't planning on going, and me and my best friend lives in Florida, and she's like, do you want to just go to Philly and do like WrestleMania adjacent things? I was like, yeah, let's do that. So we went to Effie's Big Gay Brunch, which is like the best part of WrestleMania.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
It's just like, Effie is a wrestler I think he's from Georgia, but he does like fest wrestling all the time. And he started hosting a brunch where it's just like a bunch of queer wrestlers. And it's fantastic.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So we did that, and then we were just gonna like tailgate outside of the stadium for the night 2 of WrestleMania, and then we were like, let's just see how much tickets were, and they were like $100 each. So,
wow, that's unheard of. Like that, that's cheap.
Yep.
Wow, that's
I paid
awesome.
more to go to like Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, yeah. I remember I went to like, so I saw one of Kurt Angle's like I think it was his first match. It was like at this like non-televised event for the WW. It was WWF still, and like I was like, oh, this guy's gonna be like, because like they tell you about him like when he's coming out and stuff, and then like and everyone was just like pissing on him, and I was like, dude, this guy's gonna be like the best villain ever. Like
100%.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. It was, and then they announced like the next thing that was gonna. This was in Providence, Rhode Island. So, they announced that the Raw was coming. So like I remember running up to the ATM machine and just waiting in line to buy to get cash to buy tickets for it. And it was the first night it was like they just changed it from the Providence Civic Center to the Dunkin' Donuts Center at that Raw. And when the guy announced it, the entire place booed him.
Of course.
It was one of those things where like wrestling, like back then, I'm sure, it seems like it still is now too. Like it had that punk rock like camaraderie to it,
100%.
like it didn't matter who was sitting next to you. Like you're going to chum it up with them and have a good time.
That's actually how Rachel, my best friend, and Ian met, was at Pooza Fest, because they do wrestling at Pooza Fest. They didn't know each other, and Ian was sitting at the table next to us, and one of the wrestlers got slammed down on Ian's table, and it was his first time seeing wrestling, and Rachel just mama bared him.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And was like, come here, you're gonna sit with us, you'll be safe.
That's so awesome.
It was so funny. Ian was just like, no, I'm too high for this shit. Like, I can't be in here.
That's hilarious. Yeah, they had it this year. It was outside, and I was out there for, I think I was, Call Me Rita had an outdoor set of the same time, and it was kind of rainy. So I was like, oh, that's going to be interesting to see how that worked out with the ring. You know what I mean? But, I just that. I never really kind of thought about that with wrestling though. The camaraderie between that and like people in the punk scene would just with each other.
Because you're all there to enjoy the same nerdy thing.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, wrestling is just another nerd thing, just like everything else. Right. It's
exactly.
just
Literally watching men play fight in their underwear.
Yeah, basically that's
gold belt.
Right. Yeah. Different ones too. It's not just one.
No, there's not just one, and some of them are fancier and studded, and one of them used to spin.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
Oh, John Cena had a spinner belt.
He had a spin. See, I just missed that era. I was just. But I see him that guy does a lot of good stuff. It looks like, and I think he's a pretty funny actor too, and some of the stuff.
Yeah, me too.
So
he's retiring for good.
What's that?
He's retiring for good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
He's got a couple days left, and then that's it.
That's it. Huh.
Yeah.
Wow. They all come back though. I see.
He said he's not going to.
Oh well.
But I don't know.
He might. Because I feel like he's got other avenues. I think a lot of times people come back because they need the money.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean?
He's a movie star now, so.
Yeah. So, and like I said, a hilarious one at that.
So funny.
Yeah. So all right. So you can do commissions for people. How do people get in contact with you if they're looking for a commission piece?
There's an email button on my Instagram.
Okay.
Email is the best way. I use Instagram to talk to my friends. So there's a good chance that your shit will get buried and I just won't see it if you DM me. But emails, I tend to not miss them.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Same way. I try to tell everyone because Another thing too, I've noticed if I'm not following the person, it goes to like a different folder.
Yeah.
And I don't have notifications for my social media because I don't want notifications. I don't even want social media. But so like I end up going in there like, oh yeah, let me look in here. And I got messages from like 6-7 months before. And I'm like, oh,
And
shit.
you're like, oh, that would have been okay. Well, sorry to get back to you 6 months later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even with like my friends that commission stuff for me, I'm just like, send me an email.
That makes sense. I mean, it's one spot, you know what I mean? Yeah. And you know to look there. So yeah, it was tough trying to, cause like I had someone helping me with the social media and they would be like, we would both look at things and like, oh yeah, if he saw that I looked at it, then he'd be like, all right, Trev's got it. And I don't always got it. Cause
yeah. No, that would be.
Something happens and I just like turn my head and all of a sudden it's going like, yeah.
I have to always, even emails, I have to like sit with information for a day or two before I can respond.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So I always have to like open it and then mark it as unread or it's lost in the abyss forever.
I'll leave it. I'll leave, especially if I know like I need to get back to them. I'll make sure it's still, bold or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. I do the same thing. Well, I think, I might have a little conversation with you after this about something because I have an idea. And I want to know if it's something that you would be able to do. So, but yeah. So where can people find you?
Where can people find me?
On social media.
Rainy Day Renegade Shop.
Rainy Renegade Shop. Is that the whole name? Rainy Day Renegade.
Rainy Day Renegade Shop.
Okay. I'll make sure that's is that what you want me to have the title of this to be?
No, just Rainy Day Renegade is fine.
Okay, all right.
Rainy Day Renegade Shop is just because when I started it, Rainy Day Renegade was taken.
Oh.
My TikTok is Rainy Day Renegade.
Okay.
Because I got on TikTok when it like.
Yeah. So do you get sales through TikTok?
I do. That's actually where when my goose video went viral. That's where it went viral, was on TikTok.
Okay. So the reason why I asked this, I have a friend who they're a badass accountant, and they had this client that they had like, it was a new client, and she couldn't believe how much this person was making through TikTok.
Oh, so I don't make. We can't monetize TikTok in Canada.
Okay. Well, no. So like, it was from like the store or whatever, right? They were like.
Okay, no, I have it completely separate. So like people just go to my website.
Gotcha.
Because I can barely handle one stream of revenue. Like I cannot be like, oh no, because I would forget to look at TikTok shop and be like, oh, sorry, you didn't get that thing that you ordered like a month ago.
Yeah. That happens with Bandcamp a lot with bands. Like I'll check in, like I'll wait a while. You know what I mean? Like I'm not someone that like, I'll wait like 2 or 3 months before I'm like, hey, I bought this. And they're like, oh, we didn't even get, because I guess sometimes they don't get notifications, which I understand. I don't get notifications sometimes for things. So totally get it. So like, yeah. And I'm just like, oh, it's all cool. It's cool. And then they're like, all right, we're going to send that. And then I'll be in the mail the next day. You know what I mean? So, but that makes sense. Yeah,
no, I wouldn't be able to, like, there's Instagram shop and then there's TikTok shop. I'm like, just the link.
I didn't even know there was an Instagram shop. So
there is. Yeah. Like the link to my website is in my bio.
There you go. All right. So look for Rainy Day Renegade Shop on Instagram. Right?
Yeah.
Right. And then, I'll make sure there's links for everything in there. So,
awesome,
what's the Patreon? So if people want to head over there and join your,
that is also Rainy Day Renegade, and it's in the links is in my bio for like if you find my Instagram, the links in my bio, or directly on Patreon, it's Rainy Day Renegade.
Cool. All right. Well, I'll make sure I have links to all that in there for you.
Hell yeah.
So, well, thanks for doing this. I'm glad we had a chance to connect again. I can't wait. Oh, well, now I have expectations. I'm like, I can't wait till breakfast next year at Pooza. But
you're gonna get breakfast next year. It's what I do. I feed my friends.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, no, I can't wait to see you again next year at Pooza. And then maybe if I can, I don't know. I hate United States so much. Maybe you'll see me sooner and I'll just come up there and like, kind of like.
Hey, you are more than welcome.
I'll go up there to see a Boston band. I'm not shy. Like
We have bands here too.
I know you do. You have some really good ones. By the way, I left. So you said something about like t-shirts, like getting t-shirts over here from yeah. So when we were going back to the United States, and we were at the border, and the guy was just like talking to us, and he was just like, blah blah blah, and he's like, did you buy anything? And like, so first off, coming over the border, like, I don't know, I like panicked, I guess. I don't really know. So at first I'm like, oh, this isn't anything like the movies. I don't see any dogs. I don't see any like, assault rifles and like, you know. But like the lady was just like, the lady was talking to Jeff because he was the driver. Yeah. And then she just started talking to me, and I was like, huh? She was like, what do you do for work? And I'm like, I make sure refrigerators have the right temperature. Like, which is somewhat some of what I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she was just like, just get out of here. Like, go ahead. Like, you know.
Yeah. Like, that's embarrassing. Just keep driving.
So on the way back over, that guy was just like, oh yeah, you know, I don't know. Do you have anything are you bringing anything back or whatever? And I'm like, yeah, I bought some records. And he's like, well, how many? And I was like, I don't know. And Jeff's like 3. And he's like, oh, that's fine. But I think I bought like 15 records while I was there. Like,
that's fine.
So I was like, whatever. One band I didn't get to see. I forgot their name. I bought their record though. Jeff was like, oh, this hardcore band I'm watching right now is so good. You need to check them out.
Was it Dig It Up?
Yes. And it was like the first time they've been around, I guess, in a while.
Yeah.
So I immediately bought their record on Bandcamp.
They are playing in December. Up here. They're playing the Stomp Records it's like their 30th anniversary. Mm-hmm. And it's the 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th. They're doing a bunch of shows. Yeah, I Dig It Up is doing one of them, I believe.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, that record's really good. But anyway, I bought it and had it shipped to me. I could have just been like, Jeff, grab one.
Yeah.
I just wasn't thinking. I was in the hotel, and I was just like,
oh,
reading.
you were still here?
Literally, he was texting me from their show while I was in the hotel.
So funny.
Yeah, and I just like I blanked on where I was, I guess. And I was just yeah, it was really good though. I really liked it. So it's a
they're
record.
super good.
Yeah. So all right. So you're working merch for a band at Fest? You said not.
Yeah, I'm
your
doing
own
merch
stuff.
for Jukebox.
Do you have your own stuff too, or no?
No, I'm just selling theirs.
You're just selling theirs. Okay.
I wasn't actually going to go to Fest because I'm a little nervous about going to the States right now.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah. But then Terry was like, we need somebody to do merch. I'm like, you know what? I want to see my friends.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're playing at 1:00 in the morning on Saturday night. So I'm going to be the sleepiest person in all of Gainesville.
Oh man.
But they are playing right after Other Humanity. So that's going to be a great night.
I don't know. Like I've toyed with wanting to go to Fest, and I don't know. I just can't. Like I just don't like Florida. I do not like Florida, and I know it's different there. You know,
Gainesville feels like you're not in Florida.
Yeah, especially at that time, I'm sure.
Yeah, and it's like also the same weekend as the Florida Georgia football game. So like most of the town is
gone
away in Jacksonville watching football.
That makes sense. Maybe
it's just
one
like
day.
A friend takeover. It's basically like if you like Pooza Fest, you'll probably like Fest.
Yeah. Well, baby steps, Val. I made it to Pooza this year. Maybe next year I'll do both. I'm definitely doing Pooza again.
Yeah.
Next year.
It's so easy for you. It's so close.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Yeah, it's not bad at all. So maybe I'll do Fest too. I'll have to see. We'll see. Now that I have like, I don't know, like a normal job, I guess. And
you also kind of know what to expect because it's very, very similar to Pooza.
Yeah. And that was one of it too. I was like, well, like all the bands I think that were playing this year, I was like, I'm going to see all these bands at Pooza. So if I don't make it to this one, You know what I mean? Like, it won't be that bad, you
It's
know?
usually how it goes. There's a really big overlap with like fest bands and Pusa bands.
It makes sense. They're probably, I mean, like I said, that I feel like, I don't know if there's other fests like this one.
I think that might be the only two.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, I feel like that's the best, for me, it's the best model to
100%. I'm the same way.
So, and I mean, you know, you being where you live, you're right there for Pusa, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's cool.
Like last year I came, like we went downtown and I was just like, no, I'm not ready for this. And I went home and had a nap. And then I went back out.
I did that. I did.
It's true. You did.
I had, well, I went to like a late lunch by myself, and I was drinking some beers, and then I was talking to the bartender, and what are those? They're not Bloody Marys. They're the other thing.
Bloody Caesars.
Yes. And I was like, let me try that, because I love Bloody Marys, and like that was delicious, and I had like 2 or 3 of those.
Caesars are so good.
So I went and saw a band. I'm like, I need to go nap before the next band. So
Yeah.
I missed somebody that I wanted to see because of that, but that's okay. It's all right. I needed the nap. You know, I'm an old man.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You're doing the best you can.
That's it. Oh, do you have that tattoo on you? The it'll be fine.
Yeah.
That was that.
Yeah.
How
There.
how funny is that I said
Right?
that? Yeah. And you immediately sent me that picture. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
It has to be. You know, that has to be on Val.
Yeah, my mom used to say it all the time in like times when it was like really not going to be okay.
Yeah.
She would just be like, "It'll be fine." I'm just like, "But it kind of won't."
Yeah.
But then, yeah, after she passed away, I like found her hand. I found like, a letter from her, and I like found her handwriting and got it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, thank you again for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
It was, you know, I hope, like I said, we're going to cross paths again, hopefully sooner than later. And we can do this in person as well. So
Yeah.
it was without the microphones, you know, but,
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for everything you do. I love your art. You know, and I hope to see you more out there selling your stuff. You know, fooking around and booting it or whatever. Say it again.
I said as soon as Canada Post is no longer on strike, they're gonna be like,
yeah, you're gonna be busy. Do you have stuff like ready to go?
Yeah, I've got a bunch of orders packed and just.
Oh yeah, just waiting.
I still have like my October sticker club just like sitting.
And then it's gonna be like holiday shipping, right? Like you have. Oh man, you're gonna be busy. You're gonna be busy. Well, if you need an extra hand, let me know. Maybe I'll come up and start packing up stuff for you. And,
yeah.
So, my only fee is breakfast.
I can make you breakfast.
Breakfast is the best meal of the day.
It absolutely is,
in my opinion, and that's like
same.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, thanks again. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah.
All right. And that's the show. I want to thank Valerie again for being today's guest on the Struggling Artist Podcast. In the show notes, you will find links to rainydayrenegade.com. Thank you to Chris Chavez, Jeff Bousquet, and Arya Rad for being part of the Struggling Artist Podcast team. Check them out on Instagram. You can go to see Chris at 716 The Sound, Jeff at JRB Image, and Arya at Coffin_salesman. Thank you to Mark over at State Line Records for being sponsor of the podcast. Head to statelinerecords.com and buy some records. Some really good Boston bands on there. Make sure you go and check them out. Thank you to everybody over at Patreon supporting us. If you want to become a patron, head to patreon.com/podcast TSA. Fees are inexpensive. We have shows on there. I'm trying to do a little bit more. I don't know what else to do. I keep asking, and everyone likes what they get. So I don't know. Maybe we'll figure out something else for over there on Patreon. But for now, there are plenty of other shows on Patreon and interactions and all sorts of fun stuff. So head over to patreon.com/podcast TSA. Thank you to everybody who listens to the podcast, reaches out, calls or to leave a voicemail or text messages us. You can do that at 774-570-1552. If you want to call and leave us a voicemail or a text, you can do that at 774-570-1552. Well, that's it for tonight. No song, so we're going to play the Loser Circle song, our theme song in its entirety. Thank you to the boys of Loser Circle for always letting us use their song, The Great Illusion of Time, off of the album Took Long Enough. And here it is now. Take care of yourselves. We'll talk to you then.